Sorry about that, I got cut off. Phone does that sometimes. I guess maybe someone's scanning for the phone, trying to find me. I'm not sure if dry beans are safe, because they just don't look right. But once again, I don't know where to get the real dry beans. I don't know how to dry beans myself personally, and I don't have time to dry beans anymore if they're going to put quarantines in America and say you got to stay in your house for 30 days. I'm not sure if it's going to be quarantined in this country, but, you know, test your dry foods. Pull them out. You've been buying all these rations as whatever. So these are black beans. Now, I think these look much better than the last one. But once again, those could be spiders and black beetles and all kinds of black bugs where they separate the skin from the guts and they put the black bean coating with a 3D printer. There's your water, your purple water. Now, I do know that black beans do have a color. What I'm going to do with these is I'm going to boil them and I'm going to taste them by themselves. And if they taste like bean and they feel, I mean, they can put bean flavor. I mean, it's kind of sick how they can do all that crap. Definitely your cans. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to crock pot it. I'm going to make a bunch of crock pot. I've been doing this for quite a while now because I want to make sure we got food. Hope I didn't get nothing on there. I don't think it did. And then I'm going to put them in freezer. So even if the power went out for like a day or two, I got a bunch of blocks of ice and I got food. So I'm going to be pulling out food out of the freezer and I'm going to be cooking this stuff up good. I'm going to use any frozen products because this stuff's been here for like 2 years, 3 years, I don't know. I'm just hanging out here in Nebraska. But I wanted to show you that you just put your water and then you store your water and you've got water to drink. Wash your hands, cook with if you need to, if it has to get to that. Yeah, sure, have coffee, have creamer, have dry products. You know, you're going to want coffee, have your booze. You like drinking. I like drinking. This is just for display purposes only. So this is a two-part video. What I'm going to do with my chili, or my bean dish, is I'm going to put starfish, tuna, and pink salmon. Now let me see if I can find one more thing. Ah, we do have a can of black beans. Awesome! Okay, so these are what black beans look like on the picture of the can from La Costa, Mexico, Guatemala, Chile, Panama, Brazil, you know, those countries down in South America. And then this is American version, and then that's what it looks like. So here is what beans should look like, but they've not been dried out and rehydrated. At least I don't think they have. These are dried out beans, but they could be cockroach skins and cockroach guts and 3D printed. You just crush it all up. So compared to the can, okay, we got some discolorization here, right there. See, the bean is losing its color. So they probably add ink as well, black ink or purple ink, because you can see the water has turned purple. People do use magic and sorcery. So these two items, sad to say, even though I think it's from a very legitimate company in America, everything is a lie. You need to figure out how to dry beans yourself for next year, so you have food for winter. Or start drying beans now. I don't know where you can get fresh dry beans, or I don't know. Interesting question. I have no idea. That's up to you guys to figure out. So this is a two-part video. Just wanted to show you that I was experimenting again, enjoying little beautiful things. You know, you got to have your house be a home. And yes, I'll show you my room one more time, if you're wondering who I am, where I am, what I am. But that could be bug guts or spider guts or cockroach guts, and the skin could be spiders and black bugs crushed up into an ink and then had ink added to it to make it look like black beans. As a matter of fact, since I'm going to be making a dish anyway, hold on, I'm going to put this down for 1 second. Apologize for the black screen. And we're going to take, now these are real beans. They were never dried. See, my whole thing is I don't think any dry foods are real. I think they just got flavor. Now look at this. So they do lose their color. All right, so I could be wrong. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to taste these beans. Yeah, tastes like beans. And I'm going to have to compare it to the flavor of these. But the interesting thing about the dried out beans, you don't get this kind of soupy color. So it's a very clear color, as you've seen. And I think that's about all I need to show on this video. They're going to be 2 short ones. Yes, I got my Tartarian colors, tartan colors, patterns, House of McCloud, I think this color was. We'll have to rename ours. And you're like, well, where do you keep your booze? Well, bro, Kentucky whiskey, Kentucky gentleman, that's what I do. So, non-Mason, CIA, FBI, CIA. Oh, where's the laptop I use to do all the writings in case, you know, the bad guys come and they say, well, we're not going to take you away, but we want your laptop that you write everything on. All right, it's in this backpack, okay? Here's my laptop. This is what I write everything on. It's an HP. It's got a hard drive in it. It's ready to roll. It's got all my thoughts and thinking on there. So now you know what I write on. And so, once again, hold on to dry foods. Oh, you can get cool peanut butters. Got that at Walmart. Almond. And of course, you can do Peter Pan. And so we're going to see what we can do with these beans. But really, when I look at this picture and I look at them, they look like 3D printed cockroach skins on paste, bug paste that they add filler so it looks like a bean. You really got to realize they can really 3D print stuff in ways we never imagined. And I'm going to wash stuff by hands. Always got my weapons ready. If I'm not needing it, I don't open it. But yes, I put water in everything. When I finish it, I put water because, you know, you're going to need water. Most important for your babies and your children. But test your dry foods. You've all been spending money buying dry foods. Get 50% of your stocks and bonds and retirement funds out if you can. And invest in some tech, like maybe some road trip cups and some road trip plates in case you have to hit the road and come back to your town a month later because it got quarantined. Eventually they'll let the people out of quarantine and say the disease is gone, but there is no fucking disease. We know it's all just made up. Atoms are fake. DNA is based on atoms, so DNA is fake. They lie about everything from the moon landings to the medications. So wash out your bottles, fill them with water, and you got all the fluids you need to do whatever you got to do. And yes, I do kind of like to keep my place a little feng shui. Make it look nice, keep it pretty. And sure, get you some spices so you can practice cooking. And freeze it. Freeze that stuff, man. Freeze it. And now this ain't a bottle of wine, but if it was, or some vodka, I'd drink up my vodka. And the interesting about the name Sutor. Yes, I know I shouldn't be saying that, but I'm going to say it anyway. It goes back to Germany. And realizing the Germanic people were the most abused, I think Polish people were once all Germanic or Celts or Druids. But as we know, we don't base our lives on skin. Okay, skin tone does not define us. The blood is red. Some has RH blood, some has other kind. And I don't want to make this too long. So, yeah, learn how to wash dishes at home. And if they lock you down and keep you in your community for a month, if you're not going to fight and kick the non-Masons out of your town, then, you know, stay alive. Johnny Exodice, out.